Sunrise Massive, good morning to you. Thanks for coming along for the ride. If you're just joining us, thank you very much for being with us. Well, are you ready for this conversation? I know I am. I love a good story. Every one of us has a story. We don't all have the same story, but everyone has a story that needs to be told. And we're shining light this morning on Giving Hope. It's a powerful biopic that follows the life and journey of Dr. Nicola Mitchell from overcoming personal adversity to building a national movement that has empowered over 50,000 girls. It was originally premiering on Lifetime Movie Network. Let's welcome the woman behind it all, the executive producer at Lifetime Movie Network, Nicola Mitchell. Good morning.
Good morning, Nicola.
Good morning. How are you today?
We're doing very well, thank you. And yourself?
How are you?
How are you?
I am so good. I'm blessed and highly favored today.
Wonderful.
Awesome. What's it like being the executive producer at Lifetime? Everybody, everybody who watches Lifetime Movie Network.
My
and as men, hold on, no. As men, we have to sometimes sit down and, okay, let's watch some Lifetime.
Lifetime, gotta watch it.
Yeah, we're putting in the works. But what's it like being in that position?
So Lifetime approached me, a production company of Lifetime's approached me and asked me, can they make a movie about my life 4 years ago? And I was just flabbergasted because I was a writer and, you know, that's a dream to be a filmmaker, a producer, a director. So, but I just wasn't ready to share my story. I write fictional work. So I was like, you want to make a story about me? But as a writer, I pitched myself. Oh, I want to be an executive producer. At that moment, I didn't really know how much power that possessed. And only thing they could do is say no, right? And they told me yes, and they've said yes to everything I asked for. So it has been an amazing experience. I didn't understand the power until it was time to film and things like that, because there were things that were not negotiable. Like I wanted an African-American director. I wanted Tatiana to wear braids in the movie. There were just certain things that if I was an executive producer, probably wouldn't have happened. So it's a beautiful thing. Yes, sir.
Let me ask you then, because in journalism, sometimes we say you don't want to be the story. You just want to tell the story. Then all of a sudden, you're the story. What was that like, letting yourself become the story? Was that vulnerable and fragile? Tell us about that.
So with my organization, Girls Who Brunch, I talk about my story, but in a small setting, right? It's usually 200, 500. I guess that's a large setting, but that's still not worldwide, right? And it's easier when you're controlling the conversation. But with this social media world right now and people judging and things in like 2 seconds, I was scared of what others would think of me once I shared everything that happened to me. And it took a lot. It took a lot of wine. Me and myself and the writer would sit on the phone on Zoom on a Sunday and just tell the story. And, you know, I love the way he responded. He never judged. So he made it easier. And then by the time we got to filming, the producer, and there's all the producers from mine, but also the director, Alpha Nikki, she ensured that she put so much care and so much vulnerability in the story that she's shown. So it was a beautiful experience.
Well, you're there at Lifetime now as executive producer, but you have roots here in Jamaica. So talk to me about how your roots here in Jamaica, how those roots have helped to shape who you are now, and of course, giving you hope to tell your story. And just give us a brief synopsis of what Giving Hope is all about.
So I was born in Guys Hill, and I moved to Kingston when I was a baby. And one phrase my sister and my grandmother always say is, turn your hand to make fashion, right? And that's what I've always done.
What they know about that on Lifetime? What they know?
And, you know, I always, you know, knew I had power within myself. I just didn't know what it was going to extend to, but I always knew that my voice and my worth was power. the story of Giving Hope is about my journey as a writer. I met this group of girls in South Carolina, and the things that they were not exposed to was what you would have thought from girls in the country of Jamaica, right? Like in Bush area, not in modern day United States, they weren't exposed to. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna come back to this area, do this event, put it on. I didn't know what I was doing. It was just in my heart to do it. And it just told the story of the journey of it. It was 90 minutes, so we couldn't tell everything, but there was a lot of stuff. It was a battle within my writing career and my family and, my team, doing something with no money, trying to make it happen. And then I ended up becoming sick as well. So there's a lot of trials and tribulations that happen. And I really just wanted people to experience the hope and know that if you pray about it and God give you the vision to do it, it's going to work out no matter what, obstacles may be thrown at you. And, again, my Jamaican roots, I believe is the mastermind behind that, because we are one people that make so much magic happen, right? We are beautiful people. And I always, I stand on that. I'm like, I'm Dr. Nicola Mitchell, but I'm a Jamaican immigrant. And especially now in this current climate, I speak at a lot of schools, and I say, once I say I'm an immigrant, these babies line up for autographs at the end. And it's beautiful to see, because it's them, they're able to see somebody like me can do this too, and that's just what I want to do.
Representation, and that there, Dr. Mitchell, is so important, because representation is important, so that children can see that it's not where you, I know where you come from, but where you go, and to see that they can become you. In terms of takeaways from Giving Hope, Nicola, what do you want people to, when they watch the movie, what do you want them to take away? What strength do you want them to draw from the movie, and where do you want it to go?
So come on, baby. I like those questions. So the takeaway is that you can do anything, right? And also with these girls, a lot of times, girls from a vulnerable population, they already throw you away, right? They dash you away. And I was a teen mom. I, had abuse happen to me as a child, and I'm still here. And I want these girls to know, like, you can do anything. And also for the world to humanize these girls, if they know the story that are behind them, then you wouldn't turn and judge these girls. I wrote a book called What Was I Supposed to Do? Right? Like, if the world is against you, right? This is how I got here. But I also go to those girls and say, I've experienced almost all those things too. And look at me. And I try to give them a blueprint of how to come out of it. Yeah. So that is the main objectives that I want people to see, right? And then also when your gut, God gives you that feeling in your gut of what it is you're supposed to be doing. A lot of people say, I don't know what my purpose is. You know what your purpose is. You're just afraid to expand on it. You're afraid to share with the world or even your family some of the things that it's inside of you. But when God gives you that gut feeling, follow it. I believe that following my gut has allowed me to accomplish way more than my writing career ever has done.
So
amazing.
finally, it's going to be on Lifetime, or is it on Lifetime? How can persons watch it? When?
It's been on Lifetime for the last 3 years, but it just officially went to Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're on Netflix now. And so you can go to Netflix and watch it. I was told that in some islands that they haven't been able to see it, but it's also on Amazon Prime. It's called Giving Hope, the Nicola Mitchell story. And hopefully, I don't know how Netflix does it, but Lifetime rolls it out in different markets. So maybe that's what Netflix is doing too. So, just try to tune in on Netflix, but if not, you can watch it on Lifetime Movie Network and also on Amazon Prime.
Beautiful. We're proud of you.
Thank you
so very much.
And thank you so much for sharing your story.
Yeah, thank you for sharing your story. And even though you left Jamaica so many years ago, the roots still there, the land of wood and water, and you're a proud ambassador for Jamaica and for women. And thank you for being an advocate and an example of what is possible.
Thank you for inviting me. Shout out to the Excellence Agency for making this happen.
Beautiful. Thank you so
right.
much. All the best. All right.
Thank you.
Amazing, talented guest, Jamaica, Dr. Nicola Mitchell, executive producer at Lifetime Movie Network. Please go make sure you watch Giving Hope, okay? It's on Netflix. Check it out, or on Amazon Prime. Let's support a great movie and our Jamaican sister. Love it, T?
Nice.
You see it?
Nice.
That's why you don't have to doubt yourself in a dance. Look on that. From Guys Hill to executive producer at Lifetime Movie Network. Element. Who would have thought? Now you have movie on Netflix. You know what I mean? Trust me, don't smile up yourself.
I mean, when you're going through the fire,
Yeah.
you don't know, say this is going to be one movie.
Yeah, you see that?
You know?
Pain to purpose.
Yeah.
Test trauma to testimony.
That's why John Mark Wigan officer by fire.
John Mark knew. You see what I'm saying? You see that?
Go through it by fire and
By
look where
fire.
it come out.
Love
That's all
it.
the time we have for today's Sunrisers.
Yeah,
If you miss
really?
anything,
Where's the
then
hip? Oh, the chicken. Oh, they say it's a thigh.
Eh?
Yeah,
Okay.
Leo said it says a thigh.
Okay.
Okay.
Never
All
know.
right. Yeah.
If you want to watch back some of the favorite stuff, go on YouTube, go on Instagram, CVMTV.com. We've got you covered wherever you are. Leo has been doing some good work behind the scenes, so you can get the behind the scenes just like yesterday.
Absolutely. Good morning,
Body
Deborah.
yaddy.
Body yaddy. Good morning. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning, YouTube family. And of course, if you want this beautiful dress, you can go to
I look on it,
Coco.
I look on it from man, and I say, it me just like what it's on you.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah, and
Dennis.
the pink is popping.
It's a roast pink for me.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I mean?
popping.
Yes. Thank you
Yeah,
so
it's
much.
popping.
Thanks, J Pal for the makeup. Thanks, 10's Beauty Palace for the hair. And of course, when you go to Coco Bella's, please let Denise know that, listen, I need that pink dress that I saw Miss Kitty wearing, because hot girl for have good things. And that's the truth. I don't gatekeep. I just share, because everybody
There
can
you
look
go.
good and be nice,
There
you
you
know?
go. Bye.
Remember, guys, kindness is karma. Kindness is magic. Take care, guys.
Big up Chris Phillips and Nicola.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Kindness is karma, guys. Kindness
Mrs. Phillips.
is magic.
Watch it. Watch Mrs. Phillips and Chris Phillips.
Have a beautiful day. I love
Happy
that.
birthday, Mrs. Phillips. Happy belated happy birthday, Christopher Phillips, and happy anniversary.
Nice. Boy, but just love. It just beautiful. I love it. Good people. All right, guys. Catch you tomorrow right here on CVM Sunrise. Take care. Have a beautiful day. One love. Mwah.
When I'm down, I remember Sunday Avenue turning a war zone.